Hey guys, what's up? Emmanuel Simon Sakala right here, and welcome to The Reactor. With me in the studio is Mr.
Matthew Dibokmanaka. How are you all doing out there?
Alright, I hope that you guys are doing well. We are excited to be here today. What are we going to be talking about, Mr. Manaka, today?
Today, let me see from the bags of stories that I have. All right, the story that we're going to be talking about, or the topic we're going to be talking about today is, what do you think about the correlation of money and intelligence? Do you think that where there is money, then that person is intelligent? Then when there is a lot of money, it also means that person is extremely intelligent. Do you think it moves like that?
It depends. Now, intelligence is a very vast topic. It depends with what we are talking about. Maybe
Can I break it down?
Financial intelligence.
No. Let me break it down. Breaking down to intelligence, just the ability to take all the information that's around you and use it to your benefit. Let's use that as our definition of intelligence.
All right. Still, it will be subjective to some extent, because just taking all the information around you and being able to use it to your advantage doesn't necessarily mean that you make money.
But no, in this case, we are saying if we see someone who has a lot of money, right, that means they're using the resources around them, whether it's time, whether it's money, the money that they have, or whether it's even other people, and they have a lot of money. So can we safely say that person who has a lot of money has used his resources in the best way to affect them? It affects them in the best way.
Yeah, to some extent we can say that as long as their objective in life was to make money and to survive that way, if they do achieve that as an objective, then definitely they are smart in that regard. But the reason why I was saying it's subjective, someone may actually just have a cause in life to just live maybe peacefully without a lot of trouble, without health issues. And if they achieve that, again, that person is smart in that regard. So I don't think it's a direct relationship. Where there is a lot of money, then there is general intelligence, especially compared to other people. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I think I get where you're coming from. So having that in mind, can you say being extremely rich or being rich sometimes can be just luck? Doesn't really necessarily depend on your level of intelligence.
All right. Yeah, luck is involved at times when it comes to money and even just about anything in life, because we are born with genetics that we didn't even select. We didn't choose who we are, because we just bumped into who we are. So you can also be born not very fortunate with the brain capacity. That means you are unfortunate. If you are also fortunate to be intelligent, then you are lucky like that. And then also it depends with what you're going to bump into. If you're born in Zimbabwe, it's going to be very hard for you to make money, to be a billionaire or even a millionaire or even a 100,000-aire. It's going to be very, very hard, because the economic status and the political arena, everything is not really as robust as other countries. If you're born in a better country, it's easier for you to rise up. So yes, luck is involved when it comes to what you become in life.
Just to pick up on the point that you put, that in Zimbabwe it's a bit difficult for you to become a millionaire. Out there you're on a better platform. But doesn't it mean out there, since you're in a better platform, you actually are less likely to be a millionaire there than here? Because if you look at Zimbabwe, there's this thing that's been going around a lot, where people are like, where are people getting the money from? Because there's affluent suburbs that are coming up. We can talk about, which one's the famous one? In Madokero, in Harare. Then this side, what would we talk about? About a famous place? Probably Klipsham Views.
That works, yeah.
Klipsham, Zimre Park. There are so many people who are building there, right?
Yeah.
To a certain extent, and those people are actually making more money than if you had to go out there. Don't you have a better chance of being a millionaire?
Nah, I don't think so. We do have people that are making money here. We do actually have millionaires, but you see that most of the times it's less than 20% of our population that are actually doing that stuff. If you come to where the population is, to the density, you'll find out zvakatooma kuno kunana KMP, kunana Mucheke. That's where you find the majority of the people. Kwamukutaura kweisoko is the minority, and the minority, if you look at it zvakatonyatsonaka, you may even discover kuti some of those people are actually in UK. Vakutumira mari kunoko. Yeah, saka you discover kuti muno muAfrica, or rather Zimbabwe, right now the arena is not very friendly for you to become very rich. You can survive because usually madhato macho akatosiyana. Isusu munomu ukaita wealthy about 100,000, you're considered rich. of which if you go to another country with 100,000, you are really just scraping because 100,000 is literally like someone's annual remuneration. Saka zvakatongooma muno. Saka lucky riya rinotoshanda. Ukazvarwa uko, you are quite lucky to be born in a better place.
So to cement this, kana uri kumadeude uko those places doesn't necessarily mean you're intelligent.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Ari kusunda chingoro achigara kwamucheki. Doesn't mean he's less intelligent.
Yeah.
But pakuzounganidza ma-resources apa. If you have to see the way munhu ari let's just say koko kuZimuri Park, the way they've organized the resources around them versus uyu ari kusunda chingoro, you can see kuti apa pamboshandawo some level of reasoning.
Of course you're right. It's not like it's a linear equation yekungoti uunganidza zvinhu or rather kuva intelligent wakutoita mari. There is a lot of other factors
like what?
For example, zvatangotaura demographic, demographic number one. Nongoti mwana akazvarwa mufamily iri nani. He may not be very very rich, but iri nani. Unoona pekutangira. Then also zvinhu zvakaita selake zvokuti magenetics chaiwo. You are just born with the affinity to do business or the affinity to want to solve problems. And then if you're like that, then most likely you're going to what?
Do genes code down to that though?
I think they do.
I think
they do. The reason why I think they do that is nekuti as human beings, the moment you are born, you want to eat. The moment you are born, you are afraid. The moment you are born, you have things that make you sad and stuff like that. I want to think it's encoded in things like that.
Okay.
Because you're born with those things, you don't learn them.
Interesting. I think we would need to really dive into that one and see if it's genetically coded. But yeah, that was my story. Does intelligence equal more money? Because I hear a lot of people saying, yeah,
that is there. If two people are picked up at the same level, you and intercessor KMP, takura ne background yakafanana. One of us succeeds and the other one fails. It's relatively easier to compare these people because varutangera pakafanana. Ndo panogona kuda ma statements ekunzi akapusa or anakwanisa kushandisa ma resources kana ma opportunities angari because takatangira pa same ground level. Yes, of course, it's a fair comparison, but regardless of that, still in life you still meet different obstacles muchienda umwe anosangana nezvimwewo zvakanaka umwe anosangana nezvakashata zvimwe zvomutsikirira pasi and then eventually someone ends up being higher than the other one. But it's actually make sense kuti vanhu vakompewe at times but ingawanda tingori ne-same equal opportunities iwaona zvawakadini and the statement yekuti wakapusa, it sounds insulting but it can be accurate panguva iyoyo because unenge wakatopusawo but it doesn't necessarily mean kupusa kwako imhosva yako.
Yeah, and doesn't mean uchapusa into infinity because at least now that you know
unogona kutozongwarawo.
But a lot of people, if they hear the truth in that direction, which shows your limitations or which shows your things that way you're not so good at, a lot of people take offense to that. They cannot handle being told, you just not doing this correctly. You just need to think in this way.
Zvagara constructive criticism hapana noifarira. Todangodzwa kuti kugona kana kuti Mwari achazokuitira nyasha nomwe musi inguva yaMwari chete. Those are the stuff.
Those are the statements we want to hear. But kuzoudzwa direct kuti mudara hamusi kufunga apa. People don't want that.
Yeah, people don't want that.
All right, so that was me for today.
All right, guys, you tell us, what do you think about nyaya yekubudirira muupenyu? Is it pure luck? Is it hard work? What do you think? Pawakasvika ipapo, was it your literal hard work? Were you positioned? What happened? Let's help each other. All right, bye bye.
See you.